What should people keep in mind with signage?
I think one of the things that we thought of initially is making sure that people could see us both during the day and at night. So when we took over the first laundromat, they didn't have any light bulbs, working light bulbs in their big sign. And so when we remodeled the front, we ordered a big channel, LED lit sign to make sure that as people are driving by at night, that they actually see us, because every time somebody drives by, that's more advertising for you, even if they don't stop. And so uh, we also redid our pylon sign with it used to be like the letters that you put up with a long stick and a suction cup, but now we have an LED message board. It wasn't cheap, but our particular location, the first laundromat, is a pretty high traffic street, and so we get tens of thousands of impressions every day. And so we thought it was worth it to make sure that we're able to advertise, specials, our wash and fold service, and even we have ozone. We're the only one in Oregon that has ozone, and so we make sure people know that.
Great. So parking, Doug, let's go to you for parking.
So one thing that we found is our very first laundromat was kind of on a little bit of a hill, a little bit of an incline, and we had some challenges because people would let the carts go out, they'd roll down the road, and so we had our challenges. Our new laundromat is completely flat. We have dedicated handicap parking. We have large automatic doors. So it's really made a huge impact on the customers, just being able, and we have wide sidewalks, 6 feet wide, so that there's plenty of room to move around. And then going back to your question about like themes, like we're literally right on the side of an active freight train railroad that's been around forever. And so on the inside, we took that and just made our whole theme all about railroad and put old suitcases up and trains and you name it. So knowing your area and where you're at has a direct impact.
I like that idea, the train. Jamie, what about lighting?
Yeah, like lighting is super important, right? Like I feel like everybody probably already knows that, but so I'll use my laundromat for example. It's been around since 1984. Not all of my lights work. So I've got one light right now that still doesn't work. When you are renovating a laundromat, you inherit all sorts of electrical issues. And so most are fixed, fortunately. But there's still a lot on the side of our building that's not lit, that is going to be lit. And it really is important that like all areas around your building and your parking lot are appropriately lit. Sometimes I think when we're in and out of our store all the time, like we can kind of overlook some of like those basics, but like at the end of the day, like the thing that has to be like a constant is safety, right? And so what we're communicating with great lighting is like that this is a safe place to come and do your laundry. I'll tell on myself again. I've got my front sign by the road. The new sign looks great, but the bulbs are burnt out. And so I'm working with the landlord right now to get those lit back up. And so that's a huge missed opportunity right now that I need to correct, because at night, sure, my store's lit up and I've got lighting out in front in the parking lot, but the sign out by the road is not currently lit up, and that's important because if I'm trying to acquire new customers, they may not know that my business is there. So I love Max's LED sign. Like their signage can be so expensive, but it's also like super important. So yeah, parking lot lighting is key, and then, but also, you know, make sure your signs are lit up.